what do you recommend for testing a loop if a customer calls in and says, my gate is opening and staying open, and the service technician goes there and sees that the loop detector has a signal coming from, let's say, a free exit loop? What would your
So my recommendation in regards to testing loops is you need to determine what is actually causing the issue. If it's a random false open or phantom detect accompanied with a blinking error code, then we suspect then there's something wrong within the loop circuit, which the loop circuit comprises of three components. You have the wire in the ground, you have the detector module, and then you have that bridge between the two, which could be an expansion board, a harness wire kit, or even the main board of the operator. To test the wire in the ground, you want to use a megometer to do that. This is different than your volt ohm meter. This is a device that reads in meg ohms. How you do that test is you first disconnect the loop from the operator, connect one probe to the copper of the loop, the other probe to ground. When you turn on the megometer, it's going to send current through that copper of the loop to see if any of that current is coming in contact with ground, which is indicating, hey, there's a nick somewhere in the loop or the lead-in. Now, don't get me wrong, a volt ohm meter is still a valuable test if you're never able to get the loop to communicate to the detector module. That's telling you if you have continuity, which is a complete severed connection. So once again, the difference is you take your volt ohm meter out to test the wire if it's severed, which means it's never completing the circuit. You do a meg ohm test if you just want to see if the wire's nicked. And then in regards to testing the other devices in the circuit, my recommendation there is use the process of substitution. On loop systems or gate operators, you will find multiple loop circuits. You'll find an outside reverse, a shadow, an exit. When you get your head in the operator, if you see one of those three loops, let's say the exit loop in this instance is faulting, take your reverse loop wire, plug it into your exit loop slot, move your exit loop wire, plug into the reverse loop slot. Does the problem follow the loop?